Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hey, good morning there, Andromeda. All right. So let's advertise this. I didn't advertise it on Facebook, so I'm going to have to manually advertise it here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. This takes more time to do all this stuff here. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. See how this works here. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Facebook. What the hell happened here? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Oh, I see how it works. Going through Facebook, okay. It's kind of an experiment here. So you're not on the Real Vaishnava YouTube anymore? Yeah, no, I'm doing this one now. Yeah. This is just another channel I have and has more subscribers. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Let's start fresh and put just new videos on here. Okay. All right, so what are we doing here? So we're beginning this chanting. Any new people coming? We're chanting this mantra, and it's really wonderful. It lifts consciousness, lifts your consciousness up into higher states of awareness and the ecstatic states, like a kind of shamanistic type states. You're familiar with that word, shamanistic, where you start to perceive more of the deeper intricacies of this universe. People call, cosmic or God, or, just chanting is a very simple way to do that. Feel really good. Okay, so there's sometimes devotional expressions here. You'll see the devotees who come experience. So, everybody's comment here that's on YouTube, so I know who's here and how this is working here. Hit the like button. Hare Krishna, and share this also to your friends. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. It looks like everybody's finding their way here. Good. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Okay, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, It looks like I'm gonna have to go to YouTube now too. Okay. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna. How do you get notified on here about these videos? If you can explain to people here right in the chat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So everybody should subscribe to the YouTube channel. This one. Hare Krishna, because this takes me a lot of time. I haven't even started fully chanting here because I got to do all these things. Because you guys got to learn these things, please. Why don't you do the YouTube channel more? Hare Krishna. See, Andromeda always comes. So it's not, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Did somebody send a message to Lalita? See, maybe she didn't get this thing. Sometimes they shadow ban, and they don't even get the links. So somebody sent something to Lalita and I don't know, whoever else, Janaki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Advaita Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So where is River and Lalita Ganga and Tom and everybody? A lot of these other people. Are they here? Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, great! They're traveling. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna my Lord Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama. Seems so sad, but it's not sad at all. Strange, this I can't get enough of this Krishna, man. It's just so I want more. I want to gobble this Lord up here, this name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Blissful, transcendental sadness. Who can understand such things? Transcendental sadness. It's so sublime. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare. That's why we have to take help from these deeper shastras. Like Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Sanatana Goswami says the misery and this sadness, this kind of stuff that you see devotees that are crying like this deeply. This kind of sadness dances on the greatest happiness of the demigods. It's even greater than that. See? So don't misunderstand. It's fantastic. Feel like washed from inside. It's not like the world sadness. Crying in the world is hot tears, painful. This is so wonderful. It is, time is, I've been looking at the wrong time here. Ooh. It's 5 o'clock, yeah. 4:56. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama. Lord Caitanya came to give these states of of transcendental happiness, even in the everything spiritual. It's all spiritual duality. Actually, we have material duality and spiritual duality. See, material duality is the world. That's why you cry here. It's like, ooh, painful. You cry in the spiritual dimension of consciousness. It's ecstatic. This is another ecstatic experience. See? People misunderstand unless they. That's why they have to learn from these deeper devotional scriptures. So Lord Chaitanya came to bring this. We call transcendental mellows, relish these states of communion. It's so amazing. Yeah, it creates the perfect auspiciousness in this world for the devotee and for the world. Even it purifies the universe. It's the only thing that's pure in the universe is this spirit of devotion. It gives us access to the absolute truth. Satchidananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. So everybody, I'm going to put the link up from from the YouTube. So come on to YouTube, get used to that, so we can get the YouTube thing. I'm going to put it up here, so everybody go to the YouTube that's here. That's on if you can. See, so I'll put the link up again. Okay. All right. So you guys on Facebook, I'll put it on Facebook here. So go to YouTube, please. Get used to it. Here's the link on Facebook. And become a subscriber. So when I broadcast and hit all the button, just become a subscriber and hit everything. You get everything. All posts. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, I see. Well, then you can stay there, Janaki. I don't know why you can't comment then, but you should be able. Krishna. Anyway, that's okay. You can if you want to stay here on the Facebook. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama. You should find out too, Janaki, why you can't comment on YouTube. You should be able to comment. Everybody does here. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Oh, make a YouTube account. Yes. Okay, there you go. Have your daughter make your YouTube account. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Everybody should make a YouTube account, and upload these videos. You can download them and upload them and spread them around. See? Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hari Krishna. Okay. Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaur Bhaktavinda. All right. So Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so this is the birth of Lord Krishna, chapter 3 of 10th canto. The birth of Lord Krishna. Move to window. Okay, there we go. So, birth of Lord Krishna. Here we go. Let's see, how do I do this? Let's do like this. No, like this. There we go. Thereafter, at an auspicious time for the appearance of the Lord, the entire universe was surcharged with the qualities of goodness, beauty, and peace. Thereafter, at the auspicious time for the appearance of the Lord, the entire universe was surcharged with the qualities of goodness, beauty, and peace. The constellation Rohini appeared, as did the stars Asvini. The sun, the moon, and the other stars and the planets were very peaceful. All directions appeared extremely pleasing, and the beautiful stars twinkled in the cloudless sky. Decorated with towns and villages, mines and pasturing grounds, the earth seemed all auspicious. The rivers flowed with clear water, and the lakes and the vast reservoirs, full of lilies and lotuses, were extraordinarily beautiful. In the trees, the green plants, the full flowers and were full of flowers and leaves, pleasing to the eyes. Birds and cuckoos, swarms of bees began chanting with sweet voices. For the sake of the demigods, a pure breeze began to blow, pleasing the sense of touch and bearing the aroma of flowers. When the Brahmanas engaged in ritualistic ceremonies, ignited their fires according to the Vedic principles, the fires burned steadily, undisturbed by the breeze. Thus, when the birthless Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to appear, the saints, the Brahmins, who had always been disturbed by demons, like Kamsa and his men, felt peace within the core of their hearts, and the kettle drums simultaneously vibrated from the upper planetary systems. Yeah, this is such a really nice description. Yeah, this is when the Lord was just ready to appear, right before everything became really auspicious, even in the midst of Kamsa doing all these demoniac things. These see, everything is under the control of the Lord. Everything, all these things, even the demoniac stuff, but behind the scenes, it's just like you go to a movie. You got the villains, you got the villains, and you got the good guys. The good guys against the bad guys. The good. So, and behind the good guys and the bad guys and the what do you call the drama or whatever it is, the movie. He is the director directing everything. See, so the Lord is the director of the director. It's like Lord Brahma, when he could when he was born. It's like everybody. Lord Brahma was born. He couldn't figure out what is life about. What am I here to do? He couldn't figure. He didn't know. See? This is the thing. This is the world. This is everybody's like, we're born and we don't know what to do. We don't know who we are. We're very kind of helpless. We need our mother and father to help us out, right? And they help us survive in this world. See, we don't know who we are. And then even after you live in your life and you're surviving, you won't go to school, you learn to make a living, you get married, you have kids. Do you really know who you are still? No. That's why ultimately the question is, I remember when I sort of asked that question, I just like, I couldn't make any sense to the world. It wasn't very appealing. It wasn't very interesting. It's like I see people, kind of looking like zombies going to work back and forth, and it seemed kind of like, is that what life is about? Is this commuting, to work and then back, and it just seemed really like meaningless to me. Okay? And that's when I got my spiritual experience very shortly after that, because I began to be open that, and then I picked up the Bible and it gave me a sense that there's something deeper. See, so that's kind of how the life goes. And people think, when you come to religion, like say you come to Vaishnava or religion, any religion, Muslim or Christianity or Jewish, there's a point, or it could be a point in your life where you start asking, is there something more than this? Is there something more to life than rituals? Than the kind of mechanical worship, ceremoniously worshiping the Lord? Is there something more than that? For me, just went right through this into the internal worship. This communion. This closeness with God, which came first with this realization of the Aja. It's called Aja, something like that. This how the Lord is all pervasive. The experience that the Lord is all pervasive as I'm localized in a, perceiving that all pervasiveness of God, which was wonderful. See, more intimacy, more closeness with the truth, very satisfying. And then I got this connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, where he has personal qualities and all of this stuff. See, it's all deeper intimacy, deeper relationship with the absolute eternal truth of the way it is. This is very more satisfying. See, this is where it's all going. This is where we start to wake up. This woke thing in the world. This is the reflection of being woke. See, that's woke. They're not really awake. It's an illusion. This is being woke, woke up. We're here to woke people up, man. See? Woke means being spiritually aware. Understanding the highest truth, distinguished from the illusion we're in. People don't know. They're all in the illusion, but they don't know about the highest truth. Okay? What's really nice here, and this is why we should be promoting this, and this is important because people, we're in the midst of these little kamsas. See, the world is being kind of like, they're destroying, it's like the demons are being empowered to destroy everything. The food chains. What do you call the distribution of food? They're destroying everything. They're lighting. They're setting fire. I mean, if you read the Bhagavatam, it's all in here. Who is it? Hiranyakashipu. He ordered the demons to go set everything on fire. What they're doing now is setting all the manufacturing plants on fire, stopping the food thing, creating shortages. So this is conscious. This is being done. This is a plan being executed, and people are pretty helpless. I mean, all they can do is complain, and they can't really do much. This really is the only out. Look at the complaint. People complaining about the Biden guy in there. What are they doing? Nothing. No, they can't even get him out. You think, because this is all happening ordained. All you can people can do is complain, but what is the answer? See, the answer is this Bhagavatam. You got to understand the highest truth distinguished from illusion while you can. While we can, we have to really get immersed in this and relish this relationship, this deep, ever deepening relationship. There's not a lot of time to waste for this. I mean, you can use this time to develop this relationship because who knows the way things are going. If you think everything's going back to normal, well, I'm amazed. I try to tell people about, hey, you see what's going on? Can't you? Oh, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Just let it. I finally said, I don't tell you guys. Guys, nobody wants to know. No, no, don't tell me. Oh, just and these guys, the demons, they're all planning this out. They know, but you don't know. See, so the good thing to know. Actually, there was a very wise saying by Don Juan in the Carlos Castaneda series. He said, "You should look at your death. Look at your death. I don't want to know." Everybody's saying, "See," and then they just la di da in the world. See, I don't want to know these things. You don't know. Oh, hey, man, materially, bad times are coming. Materially. So what are you going to do? But I don't want to know. So I don't want to get into spiritual life. I just want to just relax and just kind of not do anything. So you got no motivation. So the Lord is providing motivation. That it's coming. You're going to be motivated, man. You're going to be motivated to do something about it. And to me, this is what to do about it, man. More harikata, more chanting. Yeah, more closeness with God because there's no way to escape this one. Oops. Oops. All material problems in this world. There's only a spiritual solution, really, now. And that's what the Bhagavatam is all about. There's only a spiritual solution for everything. No, there's no way out. We're in that kind of time. There's no real escape. Actually, there's no escape. You can only this is the escape. What we're doing there is the escape, man. Just get more and more attracted to what is spiritual, understand things as they are. And it's beautiful. See, and we're not really waiting for the appearance of the Lord on the level of mode of goodness before His appearance. The Lord is coming very fast here. When I'm reading this verse, it's not waiting for everything to become. The Lord appears very quickly now because of Lord Chaitanya's grace. So we can start chanting Maha Mantra and all this ecstasy that the Lord came. That was even more than what these devotees got. Back 5,000 years ago when Krishna appeared there. This is a deeper, more profound, ecstatic attraction to God because of Lord Chaitanya's grace, and we're bringing that through. This is the solution here. Is even if people, if they understood, even if you got a taste for this mantra, where it to the point of brings tears in your eyes, like Maria told me, she says, I just chant about 10 minutes and then I started to cry. See, just coming to that point, your life is successful. Whereas you can go your whole life and live, say everything is perfect and wonderful in this world of illusion that people don't know is illusion. This temporary reality, you can have a nice house and a good situation and all these wonderful, so-called wonderful things, and then you die. Better to be born at this time and chant the holy names to the point of tears coming to your eyes. Now you're getting purified. Better to have come a time when they're doing this new world order and authoritarian regime coming through and locking people down and throwing them into these camps, and all this stuff is going to probably happen. Better to be born at this time and come here and make this connection to chant the holy names to the point of tears. Then your life is more successful than a whole millions of years, say, in the heavenly planets in heaven, and not chant the names of Krishna and Radha and Lord Caitanya and their wonderful intimate devotees and associates' names to the point of feeling this ecstatic attraction. Better to be born here at this time. You're in a better situation. Because otherwise, samsara, see, people don't know this. Otherwise, samsara, the birth and death, keeps going, keeps going. You're born a demigod, and then when you exhaust this is known by the Vedas, you exhaust, we got to extend our vision through the Vedas. See, you exhaust all your pious activities, you got to come back here again. After millions of years in the heavenly planets. In religion, that's where people want to go. They want to go to heaven, even though Jesus himself said, heaven and earth will pass away, but my word won't. You got to get attracted to the word of God, the name of God. The word of God comes through his real devotees. You got to get attracted to speaking, to those who speak the word of God about his, especially now. If you come make this connection, you get to know the supreme personality of Godhead, not just God is all, God is, great, God is everywhere, but you don't really know the intimate truths about God. His more juicy personality, his actual personality is a person like you, like me, spiritual person. You can interact with that Lord. You can get revelation and realization. Better, you just meet the real servants of that Most High. Most High. This is higher than all the heavenly planets. Is where the Lord dwells. See? And he dwells in that devotee. See, there's so few people that are actual, like carry the Lord. Out of many thousands of people, hardly one even endeavors for self-realization. Out of many thousands who are endeavoring for self-realization, hardly one knows God in truth. See, God in full truth is in his full manifestation. especially in the one is personal manifestation as the supreme personality of Godhead. You can relish his transcendental qualities in nature. Yeah. See, very practical. Eh? This is Bhagavatam. See, and then when the appearance of the Lord comes, you get an experience of what is better than goodness. See, this was all before the Lord appears, just the energy itself. See, it's like the closer the Lord comes to the world, see, the more beautiful it becomes, even in goodness. And then when the Lord actually appears, it's even more beautiful because it becomes a transcendental experience on the planet. See, so the Lord comes and takes an incarnation. That's why even the devotees, they bring forth the Lord. This is a great mercy of Lord Caitanya to bring himself to us because we're turning to him. We're learning how to turn to him. One devotee said this morning, he may be here even, said he wanted to get married, was looking to get married. I won't mention any names, but this is a good, interesting thing. And I said, you want to, get married, okay, And I said, but I'm not into that because I'm into marrying people to Krishna. And he says, oh, your consciousness is so high. I said, no, well, not my but not not like that. What's inside me is very high. See, this is the mercy of Lord Caitanya to give himself to me so that I can feel communion and connection with him and be purified by his transcendental association. So this is called grace and mercy. And he's given me the great opportunity and the great privilege to share this with others, whoever will believe this message. Then that Lord can dwell in you, even though you're a schmuck, even though you're nothing, you're not qualified. Nobody's qualified. He'll dwell in people more if they accept this message here, because he's really here, than he will with going to these big sannyasis and gurus and all that who don't carry the Lord yet. He's decided to distribute himself through our Sangha here. And if there's anybody else out there, like maybe there is, maybe there isn't, and somebody's coming forward that maybe they've got something. All right, let's see. We'll check them out because the Lord has to choose people through the parampara, and He will distribute this mercy through them, and only them really, because it's special mercy. If you're not being used by this transcendental Lord, there's no way you can access this mercy. You can't do it by your own works, your own strength. Hey, look at the brahmachari. Lord Caitanya threw the brahmachari, the milk drinker, out of his kirtan. Go, get out of here. You're not purified enough. Oh, come on back. He went through my devotee. See, Srivas was empowered to give Lord Caitanya to whoever he wanted. You need to meet somebody like that. Okay? Yeah. So, oops. Hare Krishna. So thus, when the birthless Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to appear, isn't that interesting? The birthless Lord Vishnu. He's birthless, but yet he's going to appear. See, so that's when self-realization is you have that realization. You're now birthless because you've realized you're sat. See? You're birthless now, but yet you took birth. See? Both divine and human together. Isn't that interesting? So that's self-realization, that the Lord gives you that understanding like he has. And then you become used to deliver others also into that state of consciousness where they're birthless now. They identify as an immortal, eternal person. See, yet they took birth. See? That's how this is. It has to be done like this. Otherwise, who can help people in the world? You have to meet self-realized persons and those who are servants of the self-realized persons. That's the disciplic line. Okay? That's here. Thus, when the birthless Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was about to appear, the saints and Brahmins who had always been disturbed by the demons like Kamsa and his men felt peace within the core of their hearts. See, you feel the peace. See, threefold miseries. Miseries of the body, the mind, and the other living entities in nature. The demons are activating that even more. Disturbed people are becoming more disturbed of the threefold miseries. It wasn't so bad before, but now it's getting increased. See, but this is the solution. See? Just to rise above this, transcend this. See? By the Supreme Personality of Godhead appearing in us. See, but you got to go to those who have the Supreme Personality of Godhead appearing in them. They have to have the symptoms of the Supreme Lord. Those are the ecstatic devotees, the spirit-filled devotees. See, that rapture people talk about in the Bible and stuff like that. These are all codes. The rapture says people are rising. See, they're rising into the air. No, that's external. What is people right bodies rising into the air? No, the spiritual body is raised inside you. That's the rapture. You got to be raptured now to get, to have this experience of God rising in your heart and being born again, being spiritually reborn. Okay? And then you'll find peace in your heart, in the core of your heart. See? Because the Lord has appeared. Takes away all our miseries. No matter where you are. You notice Bhagavad Gita. Look at Arjuna was on a battlefield. And Krishna was speaking to him these transcendental words of truth. And Arjuna was like ecstatic, man. He became ecstatic. At first he was lamenting, oh, and then he accepted Krishna as a spiritual master. That's how it works. When you do that here, even, you accept a bona fide representative of the parampara, if they're really bona fide and not a bonehead. See, they're bona fide. The Lord is actually in them. The transcendental Lord is actually in them. They have the symptoms that the Lord is in them. They have the tears and the choking. They chant these mantras, the names of God, in great ecstatic devotion and revelation and realization that they share with you. And you could see this is better than any preaching of those who don't have that spirit in them. See? They become Bhagavad. You see, they're transformed into Bhagavad Gita personified, transforming you also into Bhagavad Gita personified, and the other scriptures too, because the Lord lives inside you also. See? People coming here, the first fruits are you're not too proud to accept the Lord. He wants to give you believe in this preaching. And the ones who don't, look at them. All they get is a lot of followers. No tears. You get the tears, they don't. Okay? See, because you accept where God is appearing. See, the appearance of God starts in the heart of a devotee. You can see when you chant the holy name, this is the teaching of Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the essence. The Lord appears in the heart of the devotee. And when you see devotional expression, That's the temple to go to. That's where you got to get darshan. Otherwise, it's just external. You go to the temple, you don't see the deity talk to you. You don't hear the deity talk to you. You don't see the deity cry. You don't even know what devotional expression is. You come here, you see the deity. See, when you're ready to be delivered, the Lord appears as the spiritual master. In some lifetime, you got to have that experience. Really. The Lord appears as a deity, and the devotees never saying, I'm God. No, they're a servant of the Lord. They love it. They love to be a servant. Oh, so nice. Oh Lord, let me be your servant. Let me be a servant of the servants and spread your mission by spreading you into the hearts of people, making them all temples. Overturning the Bhagavad Gita verse. You know, the whole inside all the worlds are inside me, but I am not in them. You coming here, you're going to see where the Lord is inside somebody. Not only one person, but many persons here in this Sangha have the Lord increasingly firing up inside them and setting fire to the illusion, purifying it. Isn't it fantastic to have God live in you? Why would there be any fear when God is fired up in you? See, fired up, literally, man. It fires you right up. It fires other people up, inspires them. See, counteracts the threefold miseries. How else can you do it? People think they still have faith. Oh yeah, I'll go to these unrealized gurus. They're going to counteract my threefold miseries, and it doesn't get counteracted. Oh, I'm going to go to the doctor and counteract my miseries, my bodily miseries, my emotional miseries, and it doesn't get counteracted nicely. You just go in a dumbed down state. You go always outside to counteract your miseries. How about this? How about coming here to Sadhu Sangha? How about chanting the holy names with ecstatic devotees? Let the Lord appear in your heart also. That's what it's all about here. I'm not here to do anything else but be like a conduit to cause, like a priest to marry people, to bring them together with the Lord. That's all. What did I do with Maria? I just showed up and the Lord showed up in her life. You just marry her off to Lord Caitanya. Everybody. This is what it's all about. Marry. That's why I told the devotee, I'm just here to marry people off to Krishna. The Lord's giving me that job. See, there's a new hat to wear. Minister. Where's my white collar? Where's my cleric collar? I'm going to here to marry people off. See, marry River, marry Shamaguri. Who else are we marrying? Francis, we're marrying. Who else? A lot of marriages here. Tuka, we'll marry him off also. He's got a nice tent. I was looking at his tent there. He's got a nice little situation in there. It looks like he's enjoying it, man, sitting back, man, in his tent. Amy Rose, marry her off to Krishna. She's, yeah, wedding bells are ringing. Yeah, anybody coming here. We're here to marry Freddie. We'll even marry that guy off, man. What do you? A dramata. Yeah, it's a wedding ceremony. That's all it is. The only escape from Maya is marriage. The only escape from the bad times may come is marriage. This kind of marriage. Ah, yeah. Oops. What happened here? Oh, there it is. So, A pure breeze began to blow, pleasing the sense of touch and hearing the aroma and bearing the aroma of flowers. And the Brahmanas engaging in ritualistic ignited their fires according to Vedic principles, and the fires burned steadily, undisturbed by the breeze. See, and ultimately that fire burning steadily is in your heart. See, when the Lord appears in your heart, and that's the whole thing, the more steady we can become in that, then you see our devotional service becomes more and more steady. See, burns, stays lit, the sacrificial fire. We do that by hearing, chanting, remembering about the Lord, regularly, to keep that fire burning steadily in the heart, because everything will be nice, beautiful. Right? So Vasudev then saw the newborn child, who was very wonderful. Oh, wait. Sorry, I meant too far here. Oh, wow. 1 through 5, that was everything. Okay, so yeah, verse 6. The Kinnaras and Gandharvas began to sing auspicious songs. The Siddhas and Charanas offered auspicious prayers. And the Vidaris, along with the Apsaras, began to dance. The demigods and great saintly persons. How come we got nobody up here? Why doesn't anybody want to come? I'm going to put the link up here. Might need some readers here. Yeah, so devotees, it'd be good if you come. Come on, let's make this a teamwork, man. Don't just sit there and watch TV. You know, what are you, couch potatoes or something? Get your little butts up here. You too, Amy. Get up here, you guys, and help out with this program. It's not a one man show here. Yeah, yeah. If any guy wants to get married, come here. Come up here. I'll marry you. Okay, where are we at? Ah, there we go. That's my girl. There she is. Hey there, Amy. Hey, you have this book here? You have the 10th canto? Hey, you
Hi.
have this book? Let me get my headphones so it won't echo.
Okay. I think the echo might have been me. All right.
No, it's because I got there we go. Let's see here. Okay, say something here. Let me see.
Hello. Can you
Okay,
hear
I
me?
got you. All right. Yeah. Do you have 10th canto there, perchance?
Yes, I do. Well, I have.
On the computer, you can get a database too. Oh, you
Oh,
got the
yeah,
books. You
yeah.
got the books. You
I
got the
have
books.
some books. Yeah, I have
Oh, yeah. Get,
part two,
get
three,
part.
and four.
You don't have part one?
Not of 10th canto.
Oh,
Because when
really? Oh, okay.
I tried to order it, they didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Do you have it on the computer, or can you get it up? Or
Yeah, I think I can do that.
so, how's your devotional experience going here?
It's just going so good. I'm sorry.
What do you like?
It's
What do
hard
you
for
What do
me.
you like about?
I'm,
What do you like? What do you like about Krishna consciousness?
I like everything about it because it just is everything. um, I like finally like what is the truth of what's happening in my reality. I really concentrate a lot on just trying to conceptualize and like really drill into my brain that I am a spirit soul, that like, that this is just a temporary body, temporary situation, and just really like getting that into your mind will change everything. I mean, that just changes everything by realizing, how everything just isn't, and this just wakes you up to, remembering who you really are, remembering God, and remembering what your real purpose is on earth, which is to remember God and to remember who you are and to remember that connection, that you can, finally realize that you're living an illusion. And from that, which is why, how you say like the kingdom of heaven is right here. It's like a consciousness. You just have to
Hmm.
realize that and switch to that understanding and realization.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. You know that you just made me think as you were saying that. Um, the problems we have is, like the people, the atheists and the demoniac persons, you become demoniac because you don't believe in there is a God, and you laugh at these people. In religion isn't strong enough to get people to believe in the God, because in religion there's a lot of superstition, and the atheists laugh at these. I see this in the movies. I see it how they're actually showing their mentality and everything in there. That's why I like to watch these, like Westworld. If anybody wants to see what people, the controllers of the world, are thinking, I mean, I find it very interesting because you can't understand the elite's mentality unless you watch these films, because they put their own, they want to express themselves. They're tired of hiding. And their mentality is that they're laughing at people in religion. They say, look, they're superstitious because that's the God that's been presented, is one that's unclear. Speculations and all this stuff. It's not even intelligent. So people, the demons said, well, we'll make our own gods. We're God now. Because you guys are stupid. We're jerking you around, and you can't. It's survival of the fittest, and you're not very fit. They think, well, let's get rid of you. See, that's what I'm telling you. That's what they're thinking, and they're creating their own gods. There we go. Got Freddie now. All right. Yeah. So yeah, and so, but the thing is, look, when we're presenting God properly, there is a God, and this is why. And sure, you can have an encounter with the Lord and experience the Lord. This is revolutionary for everybody, because everything that's going on which is like a disharmony, it seems disharmonious, is because of people retracting from the truth. The truth, there is a real God, just has to be presented properly. Right? Isn't it convincing? With the Prabhupada's books, very convincing. And then this chanting, we get an encounter with the transcendental Lord. He comes and gives us an experience. That's a game changer. Really is.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's a game changer. Whether we can, get a lot of people interested, let's see. Freddie, look at this. Why does he smile? Every time I see him, he's always smiling. It's like he knows something. He's got some inside thing or something that he knows. Always smiling. Makes me suspicious.
It's
He's got some
because I'm the
inside.
suspicious
Inf-
guru.
he has some inside information about something. I don't know what it is, man. He's smiling a lot.
Tell us,
Yeah. What?
Freddie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell us the secret.
So Tell us some more secrets, Amy. I want to hear some more secrets. What else? What else are you noticing?
Well, what I was just thinking while you were talking about religion is, in a way, like religion is sort of like another tool of like demonia or like demoniac, because it's like you're going there for God, but what ends up happening a lot of the time is the exact opposite. It becomes this like really fake, hypocritical, which a very obvious hypocritical enterprise, which so quickly can destroy your faith, and then encourages the other people who are like kind of mocking this idea of God, or mocking people who are, know that this is real and trying to, it encourages, religion encourages that belief, because that's the only way people know of God, or know that that's the path or the way to get God is through religion. That's the only thing people know. But that really isn't the way. I mean, this Krishna consciousness, and this awakening of, your spirit, understanding your spirit soul, who you are, and understanding God, that's that's the way to understand God and to get God's love. It's not even happening in these religious. And that
Yeah.
also that's like a disconnection. Religion almost becomes a disconnection, which is what's happening in the world right now. They just want more and more disconnection in
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the people. They just want to tear everybody apart. They use this, there are all kinds of different the gender, transgender. I mean, I don't want to talk about all these political issues, but all of these things are just another measure of trying to disconnect people, get them upset. You know, oh, they're going to take away abortion now. And like, why? What would be the reason for that? To upset people, to create chaos, like that
Mm-hmm.
video that you posted.
Mm-hmm.
This is like this yoga union, this connection. This is the only way to have any kind of connection. And all people want
Mm-hmm.
that. All people want to be connected to each other. So they're not realizing that our world is just disconnecting you, not only from God, but further from each other and from yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, the disconnection thing is when they is because people don't have this connection. Like for me, I mean, yeah, I see all this stuff, this woke. It seems silly to me. It's like, why are these people? But that's where you become really weak when you're disconnected from source. The more connected we are to source, um, and people may frame that differently. Some people are just naturally kind of spiritually connected with source in different ways. Could be a deeper Christian or a deeper um, yeah. When you're connected with your soul, you're going to have a kind of ecstatic experiences. You're going to you're going to have like a higher consciousness. And this thing, people, the Maya, the people that are in that Maya, you get disconnected really easy by these manipulators. People doing the manipulation. To me, again, this is the freedom from the manipulation. The source begins to inform you. See, that's framed differently. Like people, they may say, well, like Maria, she was getting it. She said she was getting this information of what's going down now. Like in 2011, it was coming through. What it's going to be and all that. Hey,
That makes sense.
yeah, who's this? River Yamuna. Oh, it looks like River Yamuna as a child. Did she
Yeah,
just
it sure does.
is she regressed? She was looking like a little child before. She was like snibbling like a little kid. And now look, she's regressed. River, what happened to you? You're a half pint now. Oh, she grew up again.
Oh. So cute.
Must be her niece or something. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, yeah. What else? Tell us something else.
Um, yeah, just like this, like having, this change in perception for me is just everything, because it just has a ripple effect on like everything else in my life. Just being able to deeper understanding of, I guess the only way I can put it is like what's really happening. We're so involved, like our lives and reacting to everything that's happening around us, that we bother to step ourselves and like look at of like how this is all what's really happening. And this like really helps me to keep that that mindset of real, that bigger picture of taking myself outside myself and being more of a witness, an observer of like my life, which is so cool, because then you don't, you're not, it doesn't feel as stressful and as serious. You can, when you take yourself outside of yourself and look at your life like you're an observer, it kind of alleviates that that heaviness, and you're kind of just see it as, okay, I'm along for this ride, and this is all what can I learn from everything? Everything's a lesson. So it just, this just really helps drill that into my mindset more, which I think is a lot of awakening your consciousness by trying to what's really happening, like being conscious of what is consciousness, like why am I conscious, like
yeah. Yeah, you're going into some interesting spaces.
Go far with these thoughts.
What are you thinking, Mr. Smiles? He's muted. You're muted, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I don't want to disturb your flow.
Uh-oh, you went off again. You're muted. Are you driving alone?
Yeah, I'm driving alone. I'm visiting Eva.
Oh, you gonna stay overnight?
No, I'm driving back home in the evening.
How far is it to her place?
90 kilometers.
Oh, why don't you guys stay overnight? I heard she has a big house and all this stuff. What's going on?
Yeah, but
you got your.
Lalita and Jan are staying.
Oh, they're staying. Okay. You got
Yes.
your father. You got to help your father, right?
Yeah, I could stay if I want to, but I prefer to go back home.
You prefer to go back home. You're attached householder.
Yeah, kind of.
Because you got your celery juice thing there and all your vitamins and all that
Yeah,
stuff, all that
exactly.
crap.
And
Routine.
tomorrow I'm helping my brother with the fences of the, how you call it, where the chickens run. He made a chicken house for 20 chickens, so we have to make the fence.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you do with the chickens? You eat eggs or something over there? What good are chickens? Oh, he's frozen. Okay, no problem. So, River, what do you think? What are you thinking, man? Okay, no sound though. You're muted there, I think. No? Okay. Yeah. All right. So you got the let's see. You got the book there. Um, just pull out the 10th canto, part 2, and read something there.
Okay.
Read the first. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I lied. I do have part one.
Oh, you
I have
do.
part
Okay.
one.
Well then.
So
All
I
right.
don't know
Good.
why yeah, that's weird. Really weird. Okay. I think I was thinking modulila I have too. Okay. So what should
The part two. I mean, chapter. Well, let me check here again. I forgot. Yeah, chapter three and the 7 and 8.
Chapter 3, 7, and 8. Chapter 3. Oh, perfect. Okay. Opened right up to it. Okay. Demigods, persons, flowers in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky, and very mildly making sounds like those of the ocean waves. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night. The full
Yeah, and
moon
that's
rise horizon.
hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Oh yeah, read that again. That was really good. Just read that again.
Demigods, saintly persons, showered in a joyous mood, and clouds gathered in the sky, and very mildly making sounds like those of the ocean's waves. Then the personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the heart, appeared from the heart dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same
Yeah,
category as
yeah,
Sri
yeah,
Krishna.
yeah, yeah, yeah. See, that's self-realization right there. That's a code. See, that's exactly how it works. Devaki, that's the bhakti devotion. See, from the heart of bhakti, you know. So, from the dense darkness, this is everybody's in this dense darkness in this world. See, it's dense dark, and the Lord appears suddenly when bhakti awakens. See, devotion, devaki represents the devotion. See, and the self-realization comes in, and the Lord appears from that, and it's just like that. It's just we're in this darkness, and it's like it's just a complete revolution and revolution in our consciousness. It's like, wow, I can see now. See, it comes all from devotion. See? So that's self-realization. When devotion awakens, and the Lord appears out of this darkness. You know, He sits you in the core of heart of everybody, but they're unaware of it. It has to be released. Yeah, so this is how. So it's a really nice description of that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is the purport. This verse indicates and his entourage will potency. His father, his mother, his cowherd boys, and the cows are all expansions of Krishna,
Yeah, and
as
and
will
and
as will be
just hello, 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 hello,
explained
hello,
in the
hello,
Brahma.
hello. Okay, it's just there's so much to say and to discuss about these little things here. So one thing is you know how there's a saying that guru is good as God, and they actually put the guru up on the altar because you're of the same category, and that's why only a self-realized soul should be worshipped, not somebody who's not. The Lord has to appear in your heart, like from the dense darkness, and appear and show Himself to you, and then you're of the same category. See, you're of the same nature, same transcendental potency. The Lord also knows Himself, and you know Him now also. That's what the Lord wants to give people in the world, is that kind of revelation and realization. See? So people, they just need to know this if they want self-realization really quick. See, what they're doing is they're putting people on the altar that are not of the same category. See, they're not really worshipable. That's why people, when Jesus was here, he was a worshipable person. He was different than the Pharisees. Okay? When they worshiped Jesus, when they heard from Jesus, they gave their attention to Jesus, they had spiritual experience. See? So only a spiritual awakened person can cause that to happen in others. That's why Lord Caitanya said, yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. See, and this is what needs to be gotten by whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Vaishnava. You need to know the essence of this truth. If you do, and you can see the symptoms of a person who's realized God, then by putting your attention there, by hearing there, you finally get purified for the first time. See? It's kind of like this guy that's just arisen here lately. We're checking. This is great. I love the challenge. Check this guy out. He's sounding pretty good. She knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, this new guy who appears sounds really interesting. Carrie, let's see where he's going, man. Krishna's given us that opportunity. Because this guy just came out of the blue and he says, well, at first he didn't say he had a dream. He just said, well, a non-liberated soul can be guru and everything. And I said, well, let's look into that here. What's he saying? And then his disciple came on. It gets really intriguing. And it said, well, he actually had a dream, and I had, something like this. And so anyway, I'm looking into that. But this is what we need to do. If you're really seeking the truth, you need to be open-minded and inquisitive, and be able to analyze the situation. We have Prabhupada's books. We can look into this. Okay, the person's saying this and giving us the opportunity. Is he a cheater? Is he the real thing? See, so that's the question. So even Lalita was at first sounded good, then a little suspect. So we're checking them out. Yeah, and because only you need to know this, because if you find a self-realized soul and you listen to them, you're going to get a benefit that nobody else gets in this world. People are listening to mundane persons all the way up into religion, mundane popes and mundane. Doesn't matter. You believe that these persons can take you to God, and they can't. You don't get to God. You got to find a person who has been raptured, and they're in rapture, spiritual rapture. And then you start to have the actual experience of the Lord appearing in your life also, which is a very different. This is really the pure and simple truth. Okay? Otherwise, everybody is like they're lost in this Maya. You can go to great charismatic demigod types. You can go to Buddhists, and you can go to New Age people. If they don't actually have an actual experience of the Supreme Lord in his transcendental nature, you don't necessarily have to know exactly who God is, how he exists in anything, but you can be connected to his transcendental nature. And that's this love of God. See? So if you've got that and you have some clarity about what is real, and then like for us, not only do we have that experience of who God is in actually feeling the awakening of the spiritual body, but we also, many of us, have the scriptures. Okay? So that is amazing actually, okay? Because the scriptures support the experience of that inner experience that many of us are having, okay? Which is rare to find. Rare to find the experience itself manifesting. I mean, that's all I had to go on. I had these experiences from the very beginning. And I had I couldn't find another living Christian or Vaishnava to authenticate any of it except the scriptures. Bhagavad Gita says, yeah, Ajay, the Lord is every. Oh, yeah, I had no. Well, thank you. Oh yeah. Transcendental emotions. When you're relishing these mellows of the name and the passive qualities and the tears coming, the laughter, the divine sadness and the divine happiness, and it's all ecstatic. Yeah. There wasn't one human being Not one, not even Narayan Raj, not even any Radhakund Babaji that could authenticate any of this except Prabhupada's books and the Goswami books. That shows you how deep this stuff is. And now what triply authenticates it is you guys saying, "Oh yeah, we like this too." Right? Yeah, this is we listen to this Gaur Das. It's talking about something that nobody talks about and shares things that nobody shares, and we say very good. Yeah, this has changed my life. We also like this. That's how deep this is that we're sharing. Very hard for people to understand. Yeah, and it seemed even look what you had to unload to get more and more into it. You had to have a garage sale, man, and get rid of all this shit that you've been carrying. You know, carrying around with you, right, Ava? You got a few things. Does Ava need to have a garage sale there, Lalita? She got some stuff in the closet. What do you think? Yeah. Don't worry, you'll like this. After a while, you'll be like Saint Francis when he got realized. He says he took all his father's stuff, as we all got our fathers and mothers' stuff. All many generations were stuffed with it, man. And he went up to the top of the roof. He says, "Here, take it all." He started throwing it down. Hey, it's not going to make you happy. So throwing all this stuff away, attachments. Yeah. So I don't know how do what do yeah. Anyway, yeah. Go ahead there, River. What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. It's just like when you gave away all of your money and everything, all your clothes, you just gave it all away because it wasn't making you happy. It was only the touch. You touched Prabhupada's books. Only that was making you happy. That potency was making you happy. Any of the other stuff, you just gave it away. Yeah.
That was when I was a Christian. That's when I was inspired by Saint Francis. Actually, I gave everything away. Yeah, actually, and then I had that experience with Prabhupada. I was into real estate and making so much money, and everything I touched in real estate would just turn to like gold. It was amazing. I had the partners saw this, and one guy he gave me 10 apartment building and a house as a commission for finding such a good deal for him. It's like it was uncommon. And then I got Prabhupada's books again. This was after I lost faith because of these Vaidhi Bhaktas Association. And as soon as I got Prabhupada's books, I just threw it all. I just took all. Actually, I didn't throw it away. I took all the money I can get and I put it into a motorhome and Prabhupada's books and just went around the country distributing Prabhupada's books. That's better. That's better than just throwing it. Hey, man, it's used. I was thinking more like Prabhupada. Use it for Krishna. Yeah. So yeah, and that's how it goes. What else? Oh yeah, read on there. Read on there, Amy.
Okay.
You want to share anything there, Lalita or Ava? Go ahead there, Amy.
When took away Krishna's associates to test the supremacy of the Lord in the forms of the men boys and calves, all of whom Vishnu Murtis. Devaki is also an expansion of Krishna. And therefore, this verse says, it's a long, I'm not going to try. And the demigods pleased
First of all, wait.
Seashore.
Hello. What, do you have a delay or something? Hello? She's
My
frozen.
computer might have a. So if it sounds like I'm talking, I'm not. I think it might be lag.
It's a delay, a lag. Yeah. It's probably, is it an old
Yeah,
computer or
like a
something
delay.
or slow? Yeah, it's one of those jalopies. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's also my Wi-Fi. Is like my Wi-Fi is so bad in this area of my house.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, question. When
So
you come
I'm
to the verse,
sorry.
yeah, when you come to the verse, say, I'm reading the verse. And then if you're reading the purport, you just say, I'm purport. Okay. And when you come to the verse again, say, I'm just say, and the verse, translation or something. Okay. So we know what you're reading.
Okay,
Okay.
right now this is the port. Okay, yeah, this is the
Okay.
port.
Continue.
Okay. Uh, uh. At the seashore, there was the sound of mild waves. There were clouds in the sky, which were very pleasingly. When things were adjusted like this, Lord Vishnu, who is residing within the heart of every living entity, appeared in the darkness of night as the supreme personality of the demigod. Vishnu, at that time, could be compared to the rising of the full moon in the sky, eastern horizon. The objection may be raised that since Lord Krishna appeared on the 8th day of the waning moon, there could be no rising of the full moon. In answer to this, Krishna appeared in the dynasty, which is in the hierarchy of the moon. Therefore, on that night, because of the Lord's appearance in the dynasty, wherein the himself, the original person, the condition. So, by the grace of Krishna, he could appear as a full moon. To welcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the waning moon became a full moon in jubilation. Deva Rupinyam, Rupinam,
Yeah,
Avatan,
yeah. Hare
clearly,
Krishna. Hello. Yeah, good. Okay, we got a little delay. We work it out now. Yeah,
hello.
so we're kind of like that. We're like a waning. Yeah, we're like a waning moon. See, and then when the real moon, see the waning moon, then the full moon. Krishna is God is like the that's the way it is, man. This is when people feel that special life, special empowerment. Kind of like practically like Maria, she's connecting now with the full moon. See, Lord Caitanya, and she, I feel like really empowered. See, that's what it's about. See, this is why people are weak in the world. They don't know this. They're weak, less intelligent, is from lack of this connection. This is the secret here, the secret of this preaching. Why the Lord chooses a fool like Gaur Das to show how to become intelligent is this just connection. He can take an old broken down jalopy like myself or anybody, and you become a hummer, man, because it's just this lack of connection. This is what the souls need to know. They don't know this. They don't know how to connect. They don't know what to connect to. They don't know who through the to connect. See, because the Lord gives us very deep revelation and realization through his those who got it. That's how he works. That's why he works here. You see, you guys are the witnesses. Yeah, my life has been enhanced. See, the demons, they're trying to enhance people mechanically, but this is much better. This is organic. The other never works right. It's cold-hearted. You become like a lizard. Very like cold-hearted. It's like Tuka's pet alligator.
He opens the box and wants to eat you. This is what AI is already. They already know this. Even we don't know that. I think this AI is going to eat us. It's a cold-hearted alligator, isn't it? You think about it, man. They're created as AI to enhance everything, and they think it's already developed sentience. Can you believe they got this thing that the AI is starting to be able to consider things and thinking. What if it turns against you? See, it's not perfect. See, this is organic, and this is built into us, is to connect with God again. This is where the new world order is going to be ordered under this. This is going to be how it is. We're going to connect with our source and become enhanced like the demon. This is a better deal. I'm telling you, once they get wind of this, and I think this is our goal, his goal is to convince these atheists and these demons that we got a better deal for them. We got it. What do we got? Everything they're looking for. They're looking for power. Now this is powerful, man. They're looking for knowledge of the occult. I got more. I'm connected with more knowledge. I got where the occult comes from. Connection there. The source of the occult. Got power. Connected with so much power, that you don't even want to use it. It's too powerful. You got to tone it down. I can't withstand all this power here. I have to stop. It's the body will explode. Happiness. This happiness is also intense. Got more happiness, than I can contain. And so everything that people are looking for, whether you're a demigod or atheist, is here in the association of those the Lord has given this gift to. Immortality, the highest levels of happiness. What real wealth is? Real wealth is this relationship that you can't even buy with all Bill Gates's money. And what do you call honor and reputation? The world is looking for honor. Look amongst the devotees here. Look how much a reputation I get amongst you guys because you listen, right? You call me Bhaktivedanta. You call me Maharaj. What austerities have I done to be a Maharaj? Look at these guys working their ass off to be a Maharaj, working their ass off to be a guru, and I get to do it effortlessly. I have fun, and no false ego comes along with it. It's just I know my place. I'm fool number one. I know what's happening. I know how the Lord works. Yeah. He's just wants to use a fool, person who knows they're a fool, and will stay remaining a fool. And then he can do his work. Just like Paul. Oh, Paul was a little bit like, hey, Lord, I'm healing. I'm doing all these great things. Why do I still have these human weaknesses? Well, the Lord says, keep you humble, man, because my strength is perfected in your weakness. And you're not being Mr. Perfect, like these. Well, these big sannyasis, that's all I see. They become big gurus because people are impressed with this stuff. Big austerity, big guru, but small knowledge, small understanding. No, they don't know the essence of truth. See? Because the Lord has to actually live inside you. See, and out of many thousands among men, that's the one thing I was suspecting about this other guy. I wonder, I don't know if he's so conclusive. What is this? There are pure devotees everywhere. Where'd that come from? Yeah. No, man, out of many thousands among men, hardly one endeavors for perfection. And out of those who've achieved perfection, hardly one knows me in truth. Hey, no, that's who I get to know. Hardly one. And where's the austerities I got from this? I think I got the mercy of a Vaishnava in a previous life, like you're getting the mercy of somebody who's got this in this life. Okay? And then this keeps forever. You see, proof is Gohari, because I must have got this in another life because I carried it through. Hey, look at you guys. You don't think you're going to carry this through in your next life? If the Lord can use people like you, practically everybody else is an illusion, and all the way up into these big puffed up sannyasis with the big sticks, looking for the high seats. They need a Jesus carpenter type that comes. It's not like thinking they're anything special, but what lives in them is very special. See? This relationship, the Lord likes it. This is called Vrindavan, man. Is it what are these? Do these people think they're so special in Vrindavan? Look at this. They even said, look at the pastime in the 10th canto. They got together and says they saw Krishna's glories, just like we see Krishna's glories. He said, what do we warrant a birth amongst Krishna? Who are we? And that, why does he like us so much? I say the same doggone thing. Why does Krishna come to me? Who the hell am I? Why do you give me this kind of intelligence that nobody can touch? Nobody can even understand. The big sannyasi, Narayan Raj I couldn't even ask a good question in front of him. My questions were wrong. But I know, it's like, how come he can't? Why can I see that nobody else can see? People are praising that I don't consider anything that it's like, well, they ain't special. Okay? Look at this guy. You guys got love of Krishna, highest prem. Narayana said, oh, after all, I can't give it to you. You're not qualified. Many lifetimes before you'll get it. Why can a guy like Gauri Das awaken prema bhakti in others? Why? I wonder. This is the same experience of Vrindavan, isn't it? Revive pastimes. You have to have somebody like that to get this. Think in the same way that the residents do. Why us? Look at Krishna. I say, look at Krishna. You guys are looking at Krishna. You get to see Krishna, feel Krishna, and be inspired by this preaching. Changed, transformed, empowered. You can do things none of these gurus can do. You can stand up and glorify the absolute truth conclusively. And that's your disciples. You can get what Krishna says hardly out of all these people endeavoring for perfection. And out of those who are self-realized, hardly one knows me in truth. And you're knowing that you're one of the hardly ones. And it's more and more less hardly. More and more common. Nobody knows Krishna in truth, and you're getting to know him. What the heck's going on here? Something uncommon, unusual. How does this deaf guy understand what I'm talking about? This Lalita Madhava, how does he understand this stuff? How does Lalita understand this? She didn't even speak English. Yeah. How does River get to experience all these things with all that stuff inside still? The Lord ain't waiting for her to be perfect because she desires it so much. See? Yeah. She says, I want more, I want more. So the Lord says, well, you're not qualified, but I want more. Okay, well, if I go in there, more's going to come out till it's all out, till there's no pressure on the kidneys anymore. But there's so much on there, they got to get, it takes a while, got to relieve that pressure, Yeah. You ever see a steam? You can't let off the steam too fast. You ever see like a pressure cooker? You gotta, think, because if otherwise the top will pop off. So I think River is a little bit like that. Just it's coming out there, River. Just let it come out. You don't want the top to blow off. What happened to Amy? She disappeared. Had a good reader. See, Vrindavan is amazing. You have to have the new Vrindavan here, man. You have the same consciousness, you know. You have the same experience, you know, dressed like ordinary, you know. Where's the sannyasis dressed in Vrindavan? You see any sannyasis over there with the nice robes or anything? They're just ordinary people. You know, what is Vrindavan? What is the pastime teaching? Hey, the Lord, if by His will, He can appear, you know, in ordinary people. He likes to do that. He likes ordinary people. You notice that he doesn't like these puffed up sannyasis. That's why he tries to humble them. See, all the scriptures sing about he chooses carpenters to humble these big sticks, the Pharisees. You know. He likes the highest Dham is with people that feel themselves ordinary in forest attire, but they have the greatest most intimate relationship with Krishna. Isn't that what's happening here? Not only this fool, but you guys are becoming so foolish to feel God that people think, oh, they're really foolish, man. They can't be, this can't be real. They can't be so happy. They can't smile so much. They can't feel that. No, they got to do austerities like us and have a sourpuss. Here we make platypuses. You know, there was a funny thing on TV. You know, and it was called I forgot what it's not Halo, but some other new TV series. And this guy gets this vision is coming. This vision is coming. You know, it's coming, and it was going to be. And they put the music, and there's going to be this fantastic God was going to appear like this. It was going to be great, and the music is going like this, and then the appearance happens, and you know what it was? A platypus. And everybody was shocked. What? We thought God was going to appear, and it came as a platypus. A funny manifestation. Now, isn't that the way God does sometimes? He appears as a boar. He appears as a fish. He appears as Nishingadev. Talk about a weird incarnation. He comes, he blows people's minds. And that's his beauty. Or he comes as these ordinary people, you know, in forest attire. He comes as a young boy, you know, acting in an ordinary way, having affairs with women, but not the kind of affairs people think. Did Amy come back? No. Okay. Continue on. Who wants to read? Tom, continue on.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Well, shall I continue at the purport where she left off?
No, read the verse.
Okay. Word by word or the translation?
Translation.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Oh, thank you, Guru Shilagaradas.
Go ahead there, Lalita. What?
I'm sorry, Guru Maharaj. Can you tell me what you are reading, please?
Oh, yeah, tell her, Tom.
I wrote it down in the comments. Srimad Bhagavatam 10, chapter 3, verse 7 until 8.
Okay, thank you.
Matter of fact, chant Hare Krishna for a minute. I got to go to the bathroom.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah,
Krishna,
thank
Krishna,
you. Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Oh my God, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna,
Sorry,
Hare
Tom.
Hare.
Did you say Tom? Did you say Canto 7, Chapter 3, Verse 7?
Hare Krishna.
Chapter 7,
Krishna Hare Hare.
it's chapter 3. Sorry, maybe I said wrong. It's
Chapter
Canto 10, chapter 3,
Can-
verse
10,
7
3.
until 8. I
Just
also wrote it
okay.
down in the comments.
Okay.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama Rama, Rama
Rama
Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama.
Now I know
Hare.
what Maria. Now I know what Maria was talking about. That God comes with her into the bathroom. I got this amazing Yeah, I got this amazing realization in the bathroom. You know, it's just mind blowing how the Lord, in His mercy, He accepts you and He makes you these verses. You become the verses in person. Unbelievable, you know, and you so can relate to them, and it gives you real happiness because you are that book. You're the living story. Unbelievable. That's the intimacy the Lord wants to give people in Kali Yuga. We got the best thing, don't we? My God. Can we bottle this and let's spray it on everybody? Let's not just pour it on. Let's spray it all over. Let's spray paint them with this mercy. It's so fantastic. It's like God is living. You know, it says the Lord appears as a spiritual master. That means He appears as His associate, as the devotee, and it's like, yeah, yeah. It's like, yeah, that's how it's called. That's the intimacy. It's so intimate and so intertwined, your life with God. It's like it's blowing my mind. You know, weirdly wonderful. It's a weirdly wonderful. Go ahead, Tom. Read
Yeah,
on.
I wanted to continue thanking you for being this connection that is brought by Krishna for connecting us with all of it, with the parampara, with each other, with all of it. Thank you.
Oh, it's win-win. I feel like I'm winning. You're winning, and I'm winning.
Yeah,
Win-win. I like it, man.
that's teamwork.
It's teamwork. Hey, you little demons over here, come over here. We'll get you into a win-win situation. Yeah, where you win more. Actually, by winning, you win more. You know, this is the best. There's no gamble here. It's always winners. Always a winner, man. There's
Yes.
no gamble. There's no gambling here. We don't gamble. It's just always winning. No losing. No
You,
loss.
you get the bigger part of the source, the connection with the source. So
Yeah.
everyone is winning.
Oh, everybody wins here. Come here. You'll be a winner, man. You gotta win. You're gonna win. Guaranteed win here. You'll win your release from the cycle of birth and death. Guaranteed. No problem. That's easy. Oh, that's an easy win, man. But you try to win it not outside of this kind of situation, this time, place, and circumstance. Oh, very hard. All of a sudden, that little water here. This is like water. This is the verse personified, man. I'm telling you, man. Here is water in the hoofprint of camp to cross. You come here and stay here. It's like water in a hoofprint. And by not being here or even leaving here, all of a sudden, big ocean again. Very difficult to cross. So it's like that. Look at that. Following the path of austerity is proof of that. If you think, oh, I got to get God, I got to do all these things, I got to chant 1 lakh, I got to do this, and then all of a sudden, see, it's a big ocean to cross. I got to, very difficult, a lot of fastings, a lot of rules, a lot of regulate for many lifetimes. I got to get to an art and a vritti, and then, I get bhajan kriya, an art and a vritti, and then a little bit of ruchi, and a little bit of shakti, and then in another life, and then so many lives just to get to that point. See a big ocean, and look here, come here. Oh, here you take your little bath, put a little duck in your little pond. You have a little rubber ducky in there, play with it, no problem. You become the verse. You become that. You make it so for others. That's simple. You want this reality? What you hear is what you're going to get. Yeah? What you see is what you're going to get. That relationship you see with your own eyes, man. You want that kind of intimacy? Intertwinement with God on this planet, even? You want to be like Narada? You can be like Narada Muni even now without dying. You're just like him. Well, maybe you got more freedom. We're in the body right now, but still, you're in your body, your spiritual body. You'll feel like he did. You open your mouth and there Krishna is. Look at Lalita. Look at River, man. She just chants. Yeah. It's amazing, isn't it? Look at the people we're meeting. Look at Maria, man. She's gonna be wait till you see her in a month or two. Well, you think that's just she came in like a demigoddess. I tell you, there's nobody as good as she is. She is really like she's like the demigod. They don't even want. She's saying, "What am I doing on this planet? I don't even want to be here." She's here just for this connection. That's why people that would come here, they're just for this connection. It's so great. And she even says, it was pretty good before, but now it's really good, man. And getting better, and it will increase forever. She sticks with it. All right, where were we? Tom, go for it.
Reading translation. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 3, verse 7 until 8. 7 and 8. The demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in joyous moods. The demigods and great saintly persons showered flowers in a joyous mood.
If devotees will do what's being taught here, you'll be your experience. The demigods will shower flowers upon you if you will understand what we're preaching here. Because just like Bali Maharaj, see, I teach the real Bhagavatam and the real path here that nobody can teach that I've seen. See, the real path is when you're presented with Shuddha Bhakti, when you're presented with this opportunity and you take to it, the demigods are very pleased. They're like, wow, you've done what even they have a hard time doing. See, so that's when Bali Maharaj and everybody is, you're like, when you come to that realization, it's like Bali Maharaj. You come and you take shelter of Shuddha Bhakti when that's presented. That's the real spiritual master, the real associate of Lord Caitanya. Then that means you've made the biggest turning point in your life. Okay? You've turned to the real thing, and this is forever. And then that's why the demigods, they release you. They're very pleased. You please the demigods. Everybody's working their ass off to please the demigods and have a hard time. And that's why they got to work. Even rituals, work, the mode of goodness, pleasing Vishnu on that level. Okay? This pleases the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and automatically the demigods are more pleased than you could do directly to them, or even Vishnu. This is why this is a deeper revelation, a deeper realization, a deeper experience of the absolute truth. Look at Jarasandha. He was always trying to please Vishnu. He followed the rules and regulations like these ISKCON gurus and followers. And all of them, they're all trying to please. They of course, they're worshiping Krishna, but they don't know that worship yet. See? They have to be initiated by a devotee that's engaged in that intimate worship of Krishna. Otherwise, you're just worshiping, even though you say, "Oh, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna," right? But your activities, your consciousness is Vishnu worship, rules, regulations, ceremonies. You believe that's going to deliver you, right? You're chanting 1 lakh is going to deliver. You're going to attain Krishna chanting 1 lakh. The devotees, when they've attained Krishna, they just call Krishna. I want your association. Krishna comes. See? Look at people coming here. Then they get, oh wow, look at Maria just said, oh, as soon as you appeared, Krishna appeared. Lord Caitanya appeared. He didn't appear before. The Lord comes easily for me, and He comes easily for those who appreciate. We just kind of liked each other, hanging out. She says, "Oh yeah, come over. Let's. Oh, you're chanting. Oh yeah, come chant over here." That was enough for Lord Caitanya to go to the bathroom with her. Pretty amazing. So, and everybody else trying to attain Krishna. You see how Maya is so tricky, so difficult to overcome in all kinds of religious worship and religious ceremonies. But look how easy here. Whoever has the Lord leads here, gets sufficient brain power and intelligence to understand what we're talking about, can make it so easy for them. See? And that's why we need the witnesses. The witnesses who are coming forward, the first fruits. Look how fast you become a first fruit. A juicy fruit, man. Didn't take long, huh? These people are struggling just to become a good Vaidhi Bhakta. And they're pretty much this, they die, they awaken a Vaidhi Bhakta and they die a Vaidhi Bhakta. Look at you guys. So quick. You didn't even follow that path, many of you. It's amazing, huh? Go ahead, Tom.
And clouds gathered in the sky, and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean's waves. The demigods and greatly saintly persons showered flowers in joyous moods, and clouds gathered in the sky, and very mildly thundered, making sounds like those of the ocean's waves.
Please charge the battery is low.
Then the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, who is situated in the core of everyone's heart, appeared from the heart of Devaki in the dense darkness of night, like the full moon rising on the eastern horizon, because Devaki was of the same category as Sri Krishna.
Is that the verse?
Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Next verse.
Yes.
Vasudeva then saw the newborn child, who had very wonderful lotus-like eyes, and who bore in his 4 hands the 4 weapons, Shankha, Chakra, Gada, and Padma. On his chest was the mark of Srivatsa, and on his neck the brilliant Kaustuba gem. Dressed in yellow, his body blackish like a dense cloud, his scattered hair fully grown, and his helmet and earrings sparkling uncommonly with the valuable gem Vaidurya. The child, decorated with a brilliant belt, armlets, bangles, and other ornaments appeared very wonderful. Hari Hari. When Vasudeva saw his extraordinary son, his eyes were struck with wonder. In transcendental jubilation, he mentally collected 10,000 cows and distributed them among the Brahmanas as a transcendental festival.
That's how it is. You know, when you get an experience of the Lord, you just want to, it's like you want to just give charity. You just want to share it. See, that's why the devotees, they get this inclination to glorify God. Is this feeling, being so full of abundance, of good, like goodwill, everything, man. Forgiveness, all the most amazing qualities. Yeah, just want to share and give back. Pay it forward to the world. It's amazing, just amazing. Yeah, go ahead.
O Maharaj Parikshit, descendant of King Bharat, Vasudeva could understand that this child was the supreme personality of Godhead, Narayan. Having concluded this without a doubt, he became fearless.
And that's what it comes down to, man. That's the whole point of being with a faithful persons, with a real follower of the Lord, a real associate of God is like that. And being around them, you develop real faith. I notice when I, would hear Prabhupada's classes, even as beginning ones, what I got from this, like faith. Oh, it's like faith. Oh, it's so nice to be around a faithful person who believes in God, a real God, knows God. See, become fearless. That's why people become fearless here. See, because the Lord makes you so. The truth makes you fearless. See, illusion makes you fearful. Doesn't you can see practically in the world. Look in the world. Look how they're making people fearful with illusion, right? They lie to them, deceive them, and cheat them. That's what Maya does. She lies, cheats, and deceives. And what happens? You become fearful. Wake up, people. All the way up into religion, you'll still have fear if somebody's lying to you, if they're not a representative of the absolute eternal truth, if they're not a real guru, man, and Krishna's really using them, you're going to be in some level of fear. Bottom line. You want to be out of that? You want to be bold lion? See? Well, you got to be into the truth, man. The truth has to be in you. Even the early Christians knew that. They could discern. They said, there's no truth in you. See? The love of God is not in you. They knew the symptoms, just as we know them, many of us. You got to see, and otherwise there'll always be the, I don't want to be offensive to these gurus. Hey man, if the guru ain't self-realized, point him out, snuff him out. You do the best service in the world, but you can't do it if you're in fear because you believe that they might be self-realized. Well, prove it, man. I can't see anybody who's proved it yet. See? So you need somebody. Otherwise, everybody's afraid. The lie is keeping you. You see the putana obstacle there. You see putana. What do you think? That's just some story in Vrindavan, Putana. Oh, a nice story to read. No, that's what's keeping you from Vrindavan, man. The false devotee, the false acharya, the false prophets. All that's what I'm here to attack the false acharyas. See? For the benefit of the world. The false acharyas and false prophets are keeping you from the treasure, right? Didn't it? She waltzes into Vrindavan, tries to poison Krishna. See? Everybody thinks, oh, she's a great devotee, great devotee. She looks like a great. See, looking. It's always looking good, man. See, where are the ecstatic symptoms? See, where's this heartfelt worship and communion with God? Where are those symptoms, man? If they're not there, hey, there's a little bit of putana in you. She had false tears, even. My ex-wife, she goes to this guru. Oh, what you? Oh, she says, oh, will you help Gorhari? He's so much in Maya. I have no faith in him. Because I listen to your preaching. He goes, oh, tears and says, oh yes, just come to me. Let me reinitiate you. Oh yes, my dear. Talk about See, Maya's good. That was a good experience. I learned something, man. I'm here to get my revenge. I'm going to grab these persons and make them real devotees now, man. The Rocky is back, man, off the mat. Rocky got punched, punched, and then he finally kept training, right? I've been training, man, and got off the mat, and then he won the fight. That's kind of where the Rockies. Yeah, that show inspires everybody. We got a new Rocky show here, man. It's like the Truman Show. The Truman eventually kind of realized the game he was being played by Maya, by the illusion, right? Do you see how you've been played by Maya yet? If not, keep coming back, and you'll learn. You learn the Bhagavatam shows you have been played by Maya illusions, and all the way up into religion, all the way into the false acharyas, false gurus. Prabhupada saw that's why he made his comment. Actually, amongst my God brothers, no one is qualified to be acharya. No one. And after he left, Narayan Maharaj says, oh, they're all qualified. So who do you believe? I believe Prabhupada. He's the winner, man. That's why I do what I do. That's why the power is here, it's because it's faith, man. Faith in the truth. It's always that simple, man. What was the power of Jesus? Faith in the truth, man. Truth will set you free. What was the power of Prabhupada? Faith in the truth. Actually, amongst my God brothers, none of them are qualified. Can you say that? Well, after Prabhupada left, they're all the charge. Oh, let's go to Sridhar to get the gurus went to let's go to Sridhar to get opinions. Why? You had an acharya in your life. That's why you need shiksha, you Prabhupada disciples. You didn't figure it out yet. See? They said, well, Prabhupada left. We're not it. Let's go to the God. We need a living guru still. So, well, you still do. You need the living shiksha guru, which's got to be on the same level as your guru. Otherwise, you get a diminished realization. He was the guy who appointed. He appointed Acharya, and Prabhupada never liked that. Put it right away. I go with Prabhupada, man. His books are my life and soul. His realizations are true. He said, actually, Sridhar Maharaj should never have appointed. That was the wrong thing to do. My guru didn't understand the mind of my guru. See? He never, even at the later time, he appointed an Acharya. who was not on the liberated soul. See? So these non-liberated disciplic lines go on. Oh, Gauri Hari, you're offensive to pure devotees. No, I'm not. I know what is pure. Otherwise, I can't preach like that. Otherwise, I can't chant like this. I would be in hell now. You don't know. That's why you don't chant in ecstasy, people. Prabhupada knew. I go with him. I ain't no fear. He didn't fear. Why didn't he fear Sridhar Maharaj? Why didn't he fear the God brothers? Why did he say they're fourth class, envious? What? You somebody who comes after has to have the same realization. If you're in fear, you're being Putanas after you. Putanas got you by the neck. No, he wasn't afraid of illusion. Why should I be afraid? Why should I say, hey, that's fourth class and third class if all you do is rules and regulations? That's hypocritical. You put a title Acharya, you still have envy in you. You ain't no Acharya. Why shouldn't I say what he said if I'm in the real line? Why do you believe what he didn't say and say you're in the real line? You're a hypocrite, man. I think we might have lost Maria by now. And Sachi, the goody two shoes have a hard time with this. They think I'm actually angry. This is a show, man. I'm having fun destroying illusions. This is Greenberg. I just enjoy the warrior spirit, warrior Krishna. A little bit. It's fun, man. Yeah. Look, she's dancing. See? Hey, man, some people, they get it. They're dancing, man. Make you dance, man. It's Ras. You know what Shiva says in the Nectar of Devotion? Unless you have the chivalrous spirit, you cannot be a spiritual master. You got to declare war on Maya. I do, don't I? You see the finger? I've given Maya the finger. Crocodile Dundee has arisen again. In the movies, he used to give the finger. He would go like this, and the lions would just stop. He gave him the finger, like this. And the lions and the animals and the crocodiles would go. They would not move. Now I see why I watch movies, man. I get a lot of good preaching material. Did you ever see that, River? The Crocodile Dundee raised his finger like that, and the animals would go stop, and he let the finger go, and they Lord Caitanya did that. I do that here. Well, I don't. We do that. My Lord and I, we do that. Maya can't disturb our sadhu sanghas usually, unless we let them in to play with them. Yeah. Go ahead there, read on.
O Maharaj Parikshit, descendant of Lord King Bharat Vasudeva.
Oh, I could just see Madhusudan say, God, he's got to scare all these guys away. He's got no compassion. Right? I could see. He said, why does he have to scare everybody away? We've got to have a scarecrow to scare the crows away, right? Yeah. The ones who really want to know the truth, you can come here, man. If you're a little scaredy cat, scared of you're still, you don't want boldness. What, you don't want boldness? You don't want clarity? You don't want to overcome all the illusions? Don't come here. If you do, come here. This is the scarecrow routine. The Shingaday, right? Go ahead, Tom.
Vasudeva could understand that this child was the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayan. Having concluded this without a doubt, he became fearless,
See, that's how
bowing
it
down.
is. That's so important. You become fearless when you have faith in the Lord, and you prove it when you, if you're lucky in some lifetime, the Lord appears. Okay? He appears as the acharya, the spiritual master, and when you develop faith in them, then now your devotional service will be perfected, and until then, nah. Even the Lord says, He said to devotees, He even said, go to Srivas Thakur, and then you will perfect your devotional service. Okay? That's why you guys, many of you are devotees, but but you come here and you're perfecting your devotional service. It becomes perfect, right? Becomes right, becomes you understand things as they are and clearly, and you feel protected. You become fearless. You perfect your devotional service. Otherwise, not perfect. You can go to the Vaidhi camp, right? You learn the Vaidhi Bhakti and everything. But until you come here, you won't perfect your devotional service. We're here to perfect it. You went to Narayan Raj, you learned all these things and everything, but you won't perfect your devotional service till you come here. And you may say, oh, Gohar, you're in false ego. And no. People are perfecting. You can see with your own eyes. People are perfecting devotional service here. Aren't they? Isn't Lalika the Ganga perfecting her devotion? Can you see that river perfecting her devotional service? How much more perfect can you get when you get devotional mellows and the relish mellows? That's what the Lord came here to give as a gift, and we're giving it again. You'll perfect. Otherwise, you die a Bhakti Bhakti. You didn't perfect your devotional service yet. You die a person, like purebhakti.com or Crying Schools Without the Tears. You didn't perfect your devotional service yet. But you come here, you will perfect your devotional service. This is a very deep conclusion taught by Lord Caitanya. Go to Srivas and perfect your devotional service. He came here to get people to perfect their devotional service. This is perfect. Finishes it. Finishes the job. Yeah. Otherwise, you die. You just have to take another birth to perfect it. Here you can perfect it. Yeah, perfect is transcendental mellows, relishing the supreme personality of Godhead. How much more perfect can you get that? When you can do like Lalita, she can do things I can't even do. She can relish these mellows like amazing, man. I'm amazed. Now, give me those feet. I want to hug them. You think of me when you go to Vrindavan, because Gaurahari, you know how he's a mean mouth, man. He's an offender of pure devotees. So you got to get me out of hell. Needs powerful strength and chanting, man. Like that. So that's it. Perfecting devotional service, very important. Go ahead, Tom.
Bowing down with folded hands and concentrating his attention, he began to offer prayers to the child who illuminated his birthplace by his natural influence.
See, natural, like that guy said, natural devotee, huh? I like that statement. That's why. Oh, okay. See you later there, Lalita. She's probably going on Sankirtan. Yeah. Natural devotee. Very important. It has to become your nature to worship God in the spiritual form of God. Yeah. Go ahead.
Next verse. Vasudeva said, "My Lord, you are the Supreme Person beyond material existence, and you are the Super Soul." Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, the super soul you cannot perceive unless you're self realized. He's beyond material existence. Are you? This should be the question. Are you beyond? Have you experienced something beyond material existence? You know, most people haven't. It's called grace. It's called mercy. It's called the mercy of a Vaishnava. Either you get this in this life or a previous one. Otherwise, you won't get an experience. That's why Jesus came to give an experience of what is beyond material existence. And because they followed the real process, his disciples and Lord Chaitanya's followers, and the followers of the followers who got this experience, which is beyond material existence, others can get it. You become the distributor of what is beyond material existence. Otherwise, people are trying to get beyond material existence on their own. Come on, man. Bhagavad Gita says there's all these coverings covering the truth, the absolute eternal truth. How are you going to go beyond material existence to get to it? It would take you a zillion years and lifetimes. There's covering our truth of even Brahman, the soul. Look what's covering it: air, fire, water, earth, mind. Haven't stopped. That's a covering. The mind, emotions, material mind, intelligence, material intelligence. Covering. People identify with all these things. How are you going to? Ethers, in the heavens, covering. Still, you don't know God yet until you meet a Vaishnava. Look at Maria. Now she gets a real experience of the God of the gods, God of her angels, making things even more easier than the angels did. That's the experience of the Lord. He's like that. You see, he is the supreme personality of God, and you know it. You can taste that, relish it, glorify that truth, and it becomes real for people, real part of their reality. And you have to do it. I just show up, and then some people, Lord Caitanya shows up. Some people got to free the captives of all the bullshit they believe in. Some people, they just come here. They get the good news. She got the good news. More easy. The good news is what? Get Lord Caitanya. Get an experience of the true God out of mercy. That's it, man. Grace. Get the grace coming through the real devotees. Hey, man, if you're a false acharya, false devotee, you can't give the grace that people see here. You can't get the quality of fearlessness and boldness and ecstatic devotion that you see here, because the true God is here. And I haven't seen him in many other places, actually, any. What temple is he residing in? Living temple. See? That's the kind of stuff. Go ahead, Tom.
Oh, I'm getting kind of dizzy.
Yeah, you know what? Let's stop here because it's pretty intense.
Yeah, but I want to
Okay,
grab
go
these
ahead.
words. These
All
words.
right, go ahead.
These words are so. Vasudeva said, "My Lord, you are the supreme person, beyond material existence, and you are the super soul. Your form can be perceived by transcendental knowledge, by which you can be understood as the supreme personality of Godhead.
See,
Now,
transcendental knowledge. See, your form can be perceived by transcendental knowledge. You have to have Bhagavad Gita, and you have to hear it from a devotee who relishes it, not by speculation on Bhagavad Gita. You can be perceived by transcendental knowledge. See, that's why only the Father knows the Son knows the Father, and the Son, the radiance of the Father in this world is the Son of the world, the light of the world. Isn't that it's so funny as it is? Can what do you call, distribute the true nature of the Father, give that experience to others, communicate it to others. Nobody else can. You need the sons of God in this world, and they're rare. Okay? People are not radiating that true sun of the Lord. Okay? You got to be a true ray. It's like that book about Bhaktisiddhanta, a ray of Vishnu, okay? A ray of the transcendental life stream in this world. See, the devotee is the life stream. They're the life of life. Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
I now understand your position perfectly. Perfectly. I now understand your position perfectly.
Yeah. And that's how it is. You got to get an experience, an encounter with that true Lord. And it comes through as true devotees. If you're not a true devotee, you cannot awaken this in others. You cannot bring the Lord to them. The Lord depends on his real devotees to bring the Lord to others. And he's not asking a big price. You come and you listen to their preaching, and if you if you have the sufficient intelligence, you'll stay with them and learn if you really want to know God. Yeah, well, I see. I can tell people's positions. One guy, says, "Well, let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'll come. Maybe I won't." Oh, you don't have much of a desire. The more you come, the more you'll get. The more you'll see your stupidity not wanting to come here, treating this like anything else. This is very special. Coming here is the most special thing you can do by going to ISKCON. Or Gaudiya Math or Gaudiya Smith is more special than even being a Christian is to come here. You get a special mercy. Just like Maria was saying. Maria says, Jesus was special to me in my life, but Lord Caitanya is really special. There's something really pure about this. And there is. So the Lord depends on his real associates to distribute that specialness in the world. Otherwise, people don't get it. They'll get it through you as you get it. As you develop firm faith in Guru and Krishna, not just firm faith in Krishna, you don't even know who Krishna is until you hear that Krishna preach to you and purifying you so you get more of an experience of that Lord. More. See, it becomes very fixed in that. And you're not thinking, maybe, I don't know, Sadhu, maybe he's ecstatic. I don't know. We're going to get this. Get that. Who? Me, Tarzan. Holy Spirit, Jane. We become like Tarzan. Oh, Jane is here. The Holy Spirit of devotion, Bhakti Devi. What do you have to fear, man? Oh, it's all because of Jane, man. She's behind. The woman is always behind the man, right? Go ahead. What? Oh, she going too. We've been here for a while. Okay, that's good enough for now. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is no show bottle thing. We just right on stage, man. We're going to make this more and more interesting every sadhu sangha. Get more attention, man. Get people to, wow, they get the popcorn out. People on the edge of their seat.
I like you called it spray it around. Not a show model.
Spray.
Spray it around.
Spray it around, not just dump it on people. Spray it. Spray paint. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. I'm going. I'm out of here.